Hey guys, it's Terminator from the Platinum Trophy, bringing you another Platinum Trophy roadmap guide. This one for That's You, which is the newest game on PlayStation Plus, brand new first party game from PlayStation, literally a party game from PlayStation, no need for a controller, and you basically answer questions that the game asks you about you and your friends, and it's kind of consensus wins. So if two people have the same answer, then they'll both get points, or if the other two people have different answers, they won't get points. It's kind of a fun party game around how well you know your friends, but we're here to talk about the trophies, and luckily it has a platinum trophy, which is awesome, and it's not really hard either. I have noticed online there's been not much coverage around this title in terms of trophies, so I thought I'd do a quick video breaking down the entire list with a full roadmap and platinum guide for you guys. Now, to start off with, obviously this is free this month on PlayStation Plus, so go ahead and download it straight away. A couple of requirements. So you're going to need a smart device. That's an iPhone or Android mobile phone. Likewise, an iPad or Android tablet would work as well. I know some people are looking into ways of emulating an Android device on their computer. I'm not sure how far that's gotten yet, but I would suggest everyone's got a smartphone. Maybe you've got kids at home, they've probably got an iPad as well. Maybe you've got an old phone or an iPad lying around somewhere, or your mum or your dad's iPad phone, whatever it may be. I managed to get a couple together. I've got a work phone, mobile phone, iPad, my partner's iPad, her phone. I think we had an old iPad lying around somewhere as well. So it was pretty easy to get 6 devices together if you want to just boost this on your own. Otherwise, just find 5 mates to come around and play with you. That's basically the only requirement. Obviously PlayStation Plus, so you can play online as well, because there is a online trophy in this game. So we've got 12 bronze trophies, 9 silvers, 6 golds, and 1 platinum. Now let's go through the full list with the full breakdown here. So firstly, Know All, which is a platinum trophy. Then it's play complete a 2-player game, a 3-player game, a 4-player game, a 5-player game, and a 6-player game. So, hence the reason I said you need 6 devices, because you're going to need to play a 6-player game at some point. Now, this can be done online as well, mind you. So if you can get 5 of your friends together online who aren't in the same room, that can be done. All online. Likewise for 5, 4, 3, and 2-player games, you can only connect 1 device per console, which means that I can't connect my iPad and my iPhone and play with my other friend who's got an iPad and an iPhone. It would only count as 1 device, so that would be a 2-player game. We'd need additional consoles and friends to be able to play more online, and that only applies for online. Pretty straightforward. These are easy or difficult, potentially, depending on how many devices you've got lying around the house. But you'll be surprised how many you've got, I'm sure. Okay, next we've got Impressionist. This is take a profile photo with a distortion effect. Really straightforward. As soon as you start the game, your device will prompt you to take a photo. All you need to do is apply an effect to that, and you will get a trophy. Doodling, so this is play a game that uses a picture question that you created. So these 3 are sort of associated, these next 3 trophies. So basically here, when you boot up the app, before you go into a game and you're on the main menu, there's an option to play, which is how you start a game. Then there's an option called make drawings. Basically, you want to click on that. And you want to set your own drawing question. Normally it will ask you to take a picture and then add a caption saying, draw this person as a clown or something like that, whatever it may be. And then when you play or go into play around, you will get prompted if you want to include one of your own custom drawings or custom questions. You just say yes, and then it will get included into the next round, and you get the Doodling trophy. Now the next 2 are exactly the same vein, except text rather than picture. So Authority is play a game that uses a text question that you created. Same method applies. Instead of clicking on make drawings on the main menu, you just click on write questions. Now, the next one, which is Prolific Creators, this is play a 6-player game that uses 6 questions that you created. Now, I had a bit of trouble with this one myself, but what you've got to do is you can't have 6 questions created on 1 device. They have to be created on each of the devices you play a 6-player game as. So basically, you want to get, say you're boosting this yourself, all 6 devices, each of the devices has to have its own individual question. What I would suggest doing, so you can get it all done in one game, is choose a different category for each of the 6 questions. So when you write your questions, you can choose whether they go into the wild, which is a category, for example, or into school. Don't put them all into school because they won't all get asked in that round, and you'll have to play multiple rounds for them to all pop up. So just put each of the 6 questions into different categories, and they'll all appear in the same game, and you'll get that trophy. Again, this one could potentially be a little bit more challenging because it requires 6 devices, same to the 6-player game. I don't know if this can be done online or not. I'm not sure if custom questions appear online. I have a feeling they don't. It might have to be done on your local device. Okay, next we've got that's a gold, by the way, which is nice. Next we've got Anarchy. So get an Anarchy result in a 3 to 6 player game. Basically, for this one here, what you have to do is everyone has to pick their own answer or their own response. So when you for a drawing question, for example, you'll be asked to draw a picture, and basically all you have to do here is make sure that everyone picks their own picture as the best picture, and that will get you the Anarchy trophy. You have to make sure that everyone does it. You can do it in a 3-player game minimum, which is probably what I'd recommend doing. Play through all 10 areas of the game. This is just a cumulative trophy for playing each of the different scenarios in the game. Like I mentioned, there's camping or the wild, and then there's also school. Those are 2 different scenario examples. I don't have it yet because I haven't played enough, but you will definitely get it because of the next 3 trophies. So Novice, Master, and Veteran. So Novice is play 5 games, Master is play 15 games, and Veteran is play 30 games, which was why you'll definitely get the well-travelled trophy somewhere along that playthrough. I still have to play through to get the 15 and 30 games. I haven't done that yet. I would suggest getting the 6-player trophies out of the way, which is what I've done first, and then going back and doing the 5, 4, 3, 2-player trophies. The 2-player game is the fastest game to complete. It only has 2 rounds in it, plus all the rambling that the narrator does. So I would suggest starting off with the higher ones, working your way down as you knock out all the rest of the trophies, and then grinding with the 2-player rounds, because they're the fastest to complete and they all count towards the trophies as well. Alright, so we've got broad knowledge, which is get a full consensus in every game mode. Basically, I'm not sure what the exact requirements are for this. For me, what I did is I just played through the different game modes. It's text, picture, drawing. I think that could be it. There might be one more. I think it's mimic is another one. And all I did is made sure that each of the different devices or players answered the same question, so there was full consensus around each of the different game modes within a game. I'm not sure if it can be done across multiple games. Like I said, that's just how I got the trophy. What I'd suggest doing is probably just load up a 3-player game and play the whole game, make sure all of the devices answer exactly the same question for all the answers in the entire game, and you'll definitely get the trophy that way. Colourful is use every drawing colour at least once in a single game. This is weird because this is a really easy trophy to get. I'm not sure why it's gold. Basically, there's drawing challenges that pop up in the game. All you need to do is make sure that you change the colour on your drawing to every single colour in the palette. Really, really simple. I can't show it on the screen here, but you just click on the colour palette and then you just choose the different colours and draw. You can scribble, you can do whatever you want, and you get that trophy. Nice, easy gold trophy. Okay, a bronze, maximum return. Play a joker on a full consensus. So again, make sure everyone answers the same answer. So if you've got 6 devices playing, everyone picks device 1's answer with a joker down, and you'll get this trophy. End a game with no jokers. So this one here means you've... I haven't explained what jokers are. Jokers are like your jackpot token. So basically, if you answer a question, you get points for it if you and another player answers the same question. If you play a joker token, it means that you get double points if that scenario just described happens, so 2 people answering with the same response. You get jokers for different things in the game. Basically, every round you get given an additional joker. If you get a lot of points, you get a joker. If you do something as a group, like a teamwork type thing, you get a joker. There's a few scenarios where you can unlock them, but this just makes sure you've used them all by the end of the game. Should be pretty easy to do. They pop up down the very bottom of your smart device, very bottom of the screen. All you have to do is press the button and they'll be placed. Then an artist. So get a full consensus in the same player's drawing in both the drawing and the photo game. I got this the same time as I got the other full consensus trophy, but basically you've just got to make sure that, let's use the same example, a 6-player game, player 1, he draws a picture, everyone chooses that picture as the best picture, then later on there's a photo game, player 1 takes a photo, everyone says that player 1's photo is the best, and you'll get that easy silver trophy. Best seller, get a full consensus on a word game question, literally the same thing as I just described for artist, except for a word question. These ones here are, that's the other game one, it's word questions. So these ones are when you'll be given a sentence and you have to complete it with text, and the keyboard will pop up on the screen. I'm talking too fast, and all you do is fill that in. You'll get that trophy. Friends Without Borders. So this is the annoying online trophy. So play an online game of That's You. Super easy to do if you've got a friend on your friends list who's got the game, and hopefully everyone does because it's plus, so it's free, but it kind of goes against the purpose of the game, I find, but it's there. Peas in a Pod, get a high score on a 2-player game. So me and my friend Yum No Me did this one together, and we played a couple of 2-player rounds together, and we found that we had to get all the questions correct for this trophy to pop. It did glitch for him, I think, when I was hosting. So I'm not sure if it's... we played online, I should preface. So I'm not sure if there's an issue with doing it online. Maybe the host only gets it. I'm not sure. But it was easy enough to get. We just told each other what we were going to be answering with. The 2-player round is very short as well. I think it only takes about 10 minutes. Joker Full House. Everyone play a Joker on a full consensus in a 3 to 6-player game. Same thing again, you can get it with the other consensus trophies. If everyone picks player 1's answer and then everyone puts a Joker down, you'll get the trophy. Unique profile, use all of the profile card backgrounds. So when you start up the game, you'll have to enter in your profile. You pick a profile card. I think there's... there must be 10, I think. Maybe more, maybe 12. There's 10 or 12 of them, and all you have to do is use all of them in the game. You'll get this really quickly anyway. I think it only took me 2 or 3 games to get it. If you've got 6 devices going at once, then each of them picks a different profile. You can unlock it really quickly. Doesn't all have to be on the same device. It can be done across multiple devices as long as it's attached to the same console. So online doesn't really work for this one as long as it's local. Good start is achieve a full consensus with the first question of the game. So basically the first question that out of the gates that the game asks you, make sure that everyone answers the exact same answer to that question. You'll get this one. Another easy bronze. Close call, this is a gold. This is finish a 3 to 6 player game with the players' scores within 400 points of each other. Now, this is probably the hardest trophy in the game if you're playing legitimately. Because chances of that happening are kind of slim with all the jokers and different questions being asked and different points being thrown around. If you're boosting it yourself with your multiple devices, really, really easy to do. So get your 3 devices minimum. Or during your 6-player game, you can do this as well, and just make sure that you answer every single question exactly the same with the same response. And that way, everyone's going to be on exactly the same points for the whole game. If you do accidentally mess it up, which I did in one of my games when I was trying to go for this trophy, you could place a joker down on the account which either got less or more points to try and balance it out again. It can be done. It just is a little bit complicated. And it's a gold trophy, probably justifiably. I think it's probably the hardest trophy in the game, apart from maybe the 6-player trophies. And then finally we've got Baby Carrot, which is play a joker on your drawing when no one else votes for it. So in a drawing game, all you've got to do is put a joker down on one of your pictures and have no one else in the game vote for the picture that you drew. You'll lose a joker, but you'll get the trophy, which is a silver, which is actually a pretty funny trophy. Don't really understand the name of it, though, or the picture, but still, that's you, basically. That's the Platinum Trophy, if you've done all of that. Again, I think the most difficult one is the 400 points within 400-point range of each other. The most time-consuming one is obviously play the 30 matches. That will be the last trophy you get, and probably the most annoying one is having to have 6 devices connected to one game. It's a little bit janky and annoying. To watch out for is definitely the custom images. So that the Prolific Creators Trophy for using 6 questions in a six custom questions in a 6-player game. That's pretty annoying to do, so I would suggest trying to knock that one out in your 6-player game playthrough, just to save you having to play through another 6-player game if you're not playing the game legit, if you're boosting it, for example. The 6-player games can turn out to be quite long. I think they're about 7 rounds long from memory, which can take up a fair chunk of time. And you don't want to be doing those if you're not having fun with it, because the game is super fun to play with friends, but not super fun to sit there and answer all the questions on 6 devices for. Anyway guys, that's the Platinum Trophy for this one. I would say that this is probably going to be a 2 out of 10, maybe, pending number of devices that you have at home. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me know if you do have any questions, or if something wasn't completely clear in this video in the comments below. Happy to answer any questions in there. I'll try and make it clearer for next time if there's something that wasn't 100%. But anyway, thanks guys, thanks for your continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Terminator out.